Hello, it is here. I am so excited to unbox my new custom Plum Paper planner. This was one of those things where I love the planner that I had before, but I wanted something just ever so slightly more elevated when it came to paper quality. So I customized everything in my last video, so I can't wait to open this and show you exactly how everything came out. I also have a theory that when you get a new planner, your life just is like suddenly in order. I don't know if there's any truth behind that, but it feels like that. Like when you get a new planner, it is a breath of fresh air. Like my life, it is in order now. So I am gonna open this and we can look at it together. I got it in the mail and I texted my husband and I was like, the planner, it's here. And he was like, okay, well, we aren't recording the video for a few days, so don't open it yet. And I was like, can I just peek? And he was like, no. So this is a true unboxing, so I'm gonna open it now. I'll also tell you another little secret, and this is something that might have been referenced in a very old video, but when I open things, I am like a raccoon. It's like a family joke that everyone uses, like nice, neat, you know, just carefully opening letters or like a letter opener, and I just like tear into stuff. So I'm sorry that you have to watch me do this, so bear with me. Okay, that actually wasn't bad at all. So the planner comes in this box. We're gonna open it, and oh, this is really nice. Okay, so we have bubble wrap. Well, that's a good start because then you know that I think it ships all the way from California. So this came across the country. It is nice and safe and tucked in its packaging. So let's see what the note says. It's a beautiful day to make plans. At the heart of Plum Paper is our commitment to meeting the diverse needs of our customers. All right, so then it talks about being customizable, which I cannot wait to see, and share some of their social media we want to follow, and then give some taking care of your planner or notebook, just keeping it clean, keeping it neat, all of those things. So cool. All right, well, let's just go ahead and look. Okay, here it is. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love the cover. It's perfect. It's perfect right away. I am so very happy with this cover. Wow, so the blue is beautiful. So I got this plastic cover over it. You can choose between this, a hard cover, and then I think there was one more option. But this is actually really nice because it's thick. It's not like a paper cover, it's plastic. Like I think if you poured water on this, it would like not ruin it or anything. Now my only issue so far is that I put in the notes, oh, I'm lying, I'm wrong. Okay, so at the end of your order, right before you're about to place your order, you have to check over everything, say you're good to go, you've double checked, you've made sure that there's no misspellings, no errors. You can leave a note. And I don't think I've ever done this before, but I left a note that said, can you put little, perforation isn't the right word, but little cuts in it so that I can remove this cover and put a different one on later? And they did it. So look, I'm gonna just be really careful because I don't like to do this too many times because I do think it messes with the cover a little, but look, they put little cuts so I could take this off if I want and pop a different cover on. So I'm not gonna mess with it too much, but that is really nice that they did this because I have never in all of the Plum planners and notebooks that I have received ever made that note before. So that's nice to know that if you request it, they'll do it. All right, so anyway, we've got this planner belongs to our intro page, and just like the paper quality is so good. It's really nice. So when you open it up, you've got your 2025 at a glance, and you don't get 2026. Some other planners will give you the next year. So right now we're in March, so you have the rest of the year if you want to see, you know, maybe it's also nice that it gives you a lot of space. A lot of times the at a glance will be shoved all into one page, and this is nice because you can highlight, you have space around it to make notes in case you're like, oh, I'm going to highlight here, I'm going to a wedding, or like, you know, I'm out of town here for a vacation, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So lots of space, lots of room. And already this is just, I mean, look at this. This is the perfect size. It's not too big. It's not too small. This is the mid-size one. So I think the A5 would probably be like, I don't know, maybe like this, maybe, yeah, about that. And then the other one, I have had the 8.5 by 11 before, and it's huge. So I don't necessarily recommend that one unless you do genuinely love a big planner, but this size is perfect. All right, so flipping ahead, you've got 2 pages for special dates. So just like on the page before, we have January, February, March, April, May, June. So you get half the year here, and then July, August, September, October, November, December here. You have that same layout, but there are blanks. So you could write in those special dates, events, things you don't want to forget. You could keep the special dates, or you could even write goals if you want, right? Or look at this next page. You get a space for ideas, plans, and goals, which I love. So there's a lot of extras up here at the front You got some calendars, and you also have some pages for ideas, plans, and goals, which is great. Okay, so this is maybe the third or fourth time I've ordered for myself from Plum, and I've never ordered the neutral, and I love it. I think there's a modern color and a bright or like a colorful color option that you can choose, and the neutral I think is new, and I just like the white tabs. White tab with black letters, I just think it looks really clean. This is January. This looks different than my planners of, you know, Christmas past. Not really, but in the olden days, a few years ago, I think that they used to have bubbles here at the top. I'll have to refer back and see if I was right about that. I'm gonna look at my old planners, but I was like, what do we put in these circles? This I like because you've got some dots here, you've got some grids, you've got some lines, some empty space. I love empty space because sometimes you just need a spot to put like something miscellaneous, right? And then you have an entire note page. So this is perfect. I love this layout. There's just so much that you can do with it. And then we have here the calendar page. Now, like I told you in my previous video where I designed this, I picked like every holiday I could possibly pick to get on this calendar, including like the new moon, right? Like, and the first quarter moon, all the moon phases, which I'm not like a Mercury in retrograde type of person, but I was like, I'm putting it all on there. I will tell you this, I love it. I don't mind it at all. I would not put everything on there if you're a person that doesn't need to see everything and you're looking at this and you're like, that doesn't give me enough space to put what I actually need to put on there. So that is just a little tip, but I love this overview. I like that I picked a Sunday start, so that looks really good. Sunday to Saturday, and there's room here for a couple more notes, and then you've got the next month at a glance. So, okay, so we're in March. Let's flip ahead a little. All right, so this is the weekly, and it is perfect. In my heart, I wanted the vertical. I wanted the vertical columns. In my mind, I knew that I didn't think that would work for me. I know that's not gonna work for me. I like to remind myself of things here that need to be done on each day, right? Like I like to do laundry every single day, just like throw in a load of everybody's stuff, and then that way it's never like overflowing like it is right now. It's great in theory. I really try to do laundry every day. It helps. But anyway, things that have to happen on a certain day, grocery pickup, or you know, you want to do meal plans for the week and know like what's happening each day of the week, right? That stuff happens here. But a lot of stuff is more this is happening or is a goal or a plan for the week and needs a big weekly spread. So I love this. So with Plum, you have the option to have a customization here. You can put to do or notes or just anything. You might even be able to put it in this box as well if I'm remembering correctly, but for a whole year, your goals, how you use a planner, your season of life can change so much. I don't like to print something because I just don't know how it's going to change. So I like to have it open, but this is the weekly and I love it. You could even put a habit tracker here or use half for a habit tracker, half for a quote, top 3 priorities. There's so much you could do with this, but I absolutely love this layout. The other thing that is amazing about this layout is a lot of planners will give you Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday, Sunday, you get like a little half or they have to share. And that is tough if you're a person that works a non-Monday to Friday schedule, because then if you're working like Wednesday to Sunday, you're like, well, my Saturday and Sunday, it's just not the same size. Well, right here, Saturday and Sunday are the same size. So everything here gets the same amount of space. So I love that for the weekly layout. So I'm actually flipping. This is interesting. So I'm in September, and at the end of September, it goes on to the next week, but it's all grayed out because this is part of October. But I wonder if this is printed in October. Let's see. Let us see. Yeah. Right, so you get a little bit of overlap, which is nice in case you ever need like a little bit of extra space. But one of the things that I wanted to note was the add-on that I put at the back of each month and at the back of the planner. So this is a customization I really like. You can do to-do lists or notes either at the end of the month, dispersed throughout the planner, or you can do a big chunk of notes at the very back of the planner in its own section, and I did both. So anyway, I love this. So if I have a to-do list or if there's something I am tracking, I'm just really excited to have this one page. It's front and back, one per month. So moving right along, I have 2 tabs in the back of the planner. Now look at this. I was like, I didn't go too cheap with this. I think I picked 10 pages or 20 pages, I don't remember, but an entire, look at that. That's like a mini notebook right there. I feel like a lot of planners, you get, I don't know, 5 pages, maybe 10, but this looks significant. So if you are, there's a million reasons you could need a mini notebook that's attached to your planner, and I was just so glad. I think you can add up to 50 or 60, so I'll have to take a look at that, what the max number is, but let me just show you. That would make this really thick, right? This is already a pretty thick planner. So I do think that when you are designing a custom planner, you wanna be mindful of how thick this is actually going to be. So that is the notes section, and then I have more to-dos. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to use this yet. It could be goal related, it could be just miscellaneous to-dos, but I'm really excited about that. So these are the to-dos here. Now, right behind the to-dos, you get a grid page. Oh, you get 2 grid pages. And then you get this. I think that maybe 3 years ago, I'm having a little bit of deja vu where I was like, yes, I'm having deja vu. You shouldn't put your contacts and your passwords and your usernames in the back of your planner in case it's stolen, something bad happens, get a password keeper. There's that section, and you can always repurpose this for something else, right? And then the end, I said that there wasn't a 2026 calendar. There actually is. So it's not at the front, it's at the back. And that's, once again, it's smaller. It's all on 1 page instead of 2, but it's nice because you can start doing some highlighting. If you write small, you can put notes when you're going to be out of town or you're having those big events for the following year. So I love that. And then in the back, you get this little tiny folder. Now, I do think you can also add like a clear plastic folder, but for me, once again, it's too much. So it's a folder on both sides in case you get, you know, a note, a bill, something that you need to just not lose, and you put that in there. And then you can see here, I chose the silver quail, and the back is that same beautiful, kind of like light baby blue wallpaper looking situation that I just love. It's beautiful. So anyway, I'm excited to make many more videos to come with my beautiful new planner. I just love it. There is something so refreshing about a new planner. And to be honest with you, I genuinely have loved so much the one that I've been using, but I have just been super busy lately and I'm constantly writing and highlighting, and I needed the paper quality to be just like the tiniest bit better. So I think this is gonna be great. I'm gonna make some more videos of how I'm using it to come, but thank you so much for joining. I hope that you are as excited about paper as I am. Just one of my favorite things to talk about. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.